Have you ever found yourself, frantically typing plumber near me into your phone, and you see that same handful of businesses just dominating that little map at the top of
Oh,
Google?
the Google Map pack.
Exactly. It's such prime digital real estate. And it often leaves business owners scratching their heads wondering, how do those guys get there? And more importantly, how can my business grab one of those spots?
It's a common question, definitely.
Well, you're in luck. Today, we're doing a deep dive into cracking that exact code. We're going to zoom in on strategies for plumbers because, honestly, our source material has some really sharp insights there.
Very specific.
But trust me, the principles we're unpacking today, they're golden for pretty much any local service business trying to get noticed online.
Absolutely. The fundamentals apply across the board.
So our mission today is pretty straightforward. We're going to lay out the 7 controllable levers that directly influence those map pack rankings.
The things you can actually do.
Right. We'll cut through the jargon, translate the complex SEO stuff into steps you can actually take, and even show you how to measure if it's working. This isn't just theory. It's like a practical roadmap.
And it really, really matters because getting seen in that map pack, that translates directly to business growth. Seriously.
More calls, right?
More calls, more service requests. It's a tangible impact right on your bottom line. Just think, when someone searches near me, they're usually ready to buy, or at least ready to call.
High intent searches.
Exactly. And studies, like the ones from Whitespark, consistently show that something like 32% of your local ranking power comes directly from your Google business profile.
Wow, that much.
Yeah, and another, 16% or so from customer reviews? These aren't small things. They're high-impact areas you really need to focus on.
Okay, so how does the map pack actually pick the winners then, fundamentally?
Right, so at its core, the algorithm looks at 3 main things. First is distance. How close is the searcher to the business? You can't really control that one.
Nope, physics.
Right. Second is relevance. How well does your listing actually match what the person searched for?
Makes sense.
And third is prominence. This is kind of Google's assessment of your overall authority, your activity online, how well known you are.
Gotcha.
So our deep dive today, it's all about systematically improving those last 2, relevance and prominence, the things you could influence.
Okay, that's helpful. And it's probably good to set expectations too, right? Like how quickly can people see results?
Good point. Some changes, especially those tweaks you make directly to your Google business profile, your GBP, they can actually show results surprisingly fast, maybe 2 to 4 weeks sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But other stuff like the compounding effect of getting reviews steadily or building out really good content on your website, getting quality links, that's more of a slow burn. You're looking at 2 to 6 months to see significant impact there.
So it's a mix. Some quick wins, some longer-term strategy.
Exactly. It's a marathon, but there are some satisfying sprints you can do along the way.
Okay, cool. Now, you mentioned something critical before we even touch anything, the baseline.
Absolutely crucial. Before you change anything, you have to know where you stand right now. You need that starting point.
So what does that involve?
It means running what we call geo-grid ranks. Basically, you check your rankings for maybe 5 core service terms like plumber, drain cleaning, across a map of your service area.
Ah, so you see where you rank block by block almost.
Pretty much, yeah. It shows you exactly where you're strong and where you're weak across different neighborhoods or zip codes. You also need to export your GBP performance data for the last 90 days.
Okay.
Screenshot the search results pages, the SEPs for your main keywords at different times a day because they can change. And carefully log your current GBP setup. Categories, services, attributes, your review count, your star rating, all of it.
It sounds like a bit of work, but I guess it's the only way to prove the changes worked later on.
Precisely. It's not busy work. It's your before and after proof. Essential for tracking progress.
Okay, baseline established. Let's dive into those 7 levers. Lever number 1, Google Business Profile Precision, your digital storefront.
Right. Think of your GBP as, your main hub on Google. It's often the very first impression a potential customer gets, so making it shine is key.
How do we do that? What's the direct action?
Meticulous optimization. Start by setting plumber as your primary category. That's non-negotiable. Then choose maybe 2 to 4 really precise secondary categories. Google lets you have up to 10 total, but be strategic.
So not just stuffing keywords in there?
No, definitely not. They need to genuinely reflect your services and list all your services, even the niche ones. Then critically enable attributes if they apply, like offers emergency service or open 24 hours.
Why are those attributes so important?
Because Google is essentially asking you, tell me exactly who you are and what you do. It prioritizes what you explicitly declare. When you align your GBP precisely with how people search, you boost your relevance. You show up for exact searches. And when people use filters like Open Now, if you haven't checked that Open 24 hours box, you simply won't appear in that filtered search. You're invisible.
That's a huge point. So for our listeners, what does this mean practically?
It means mapping your big money makers, water heater repair, slab leak repair, whatever they are, directly to your GBP services list. Add those custom services that make you unique.
Right.
Make sure your hours are dead-on accurate, especially if you take after-hours calls. And keep those holiday hours updated. Don't be that business that shows is open on Christmas Day when you're not.
Oh, yeah. That's frustrating as a customer. And what about photos?
Photos are powerful. Upload service-specific ones, show a water heater swap, show your team clearing a drain. They visually reinforce what you do. They scream plumber to Google.
And how do we measure if the GBP itself is driving traffic?
Use UTM tag links. Put them on your website link and your appointment link in your GBP. A UTM tag adds a little bit of code to the URL.
That tells your analytics where the click came from.
Exactly. So you can see precisely how many website visits or form fills originated directly from your Google profile. It connects the dots.
Smart. What about consistency? Names, addresses?
Super important. Use your real business name. No keyword stuffing like Best Plumber Anytown LLC, unless that's your actual registered name. It's against policy.
Right, don't risk suspension.
Keep your address format identical everywhere. Match the official postal service format and what's on your website footer. Use one main phone number, your canonical phone number on the GBP.
Canonical meaning the official one.
The official primary one. And if you turn on the messaging feature, be ready to reply fast. Google shows your response time.
Oh, pressure.
A little, yeah. And finally, document everything. Every change you make to your GBP, take a screenshot, note the date. It's your backup and your history log.
Okay, GBP precision. Check. So once that digital storefront looks perfect, how do we deal with physical location? How far out do people see us? This brings us to lever 2, proximity reality and service area strategy.
Right. You can't change where the searcher is standing, obviously, but you can influence your perceived reach.
Wow.
You set compliant service areas. If you're a service area business or SAB, meaning you work from home or don't have a public storefront, you can list up to 20 areas you genuinely serve.
Okay.
You also build out service-specific and city-specific pages on your own website. And you actively try to get reviews and links from those suburbs you're targeting. Over time, this helps expand your radius of relevance.
But you absolutely should not.
Do not ever try to move your business pin on Google Maps to somewhere you aren't actually located, just to rank better there. Huge policy violation. Instant suspension risk. Just don't do it.
Got it. Bad idea. So storefront versus SAB, that distinction matters.
It's crucial. If you have a real storefront customers can visit, your address should be visible and you need permanent signage. If you're an SAB working from home, hide your address on your GBP and just list your service areas.
And things like virtual offices.
Generally ineligible and very risky. Google wants a legitimate physical presence or a clearly defined service area for SABs.
How do you track if your service area strategy is working?
Those geo-grids again. Track your top 3 rankings across different ZIP codes and neighborhoods. It visually shows you if you're gaining visibility in those target areas you've been working on.
Okay, makes sense. Now moving on to something everyone talks about. Reviews. Lever 3. Reviews that move rank and conversion. The power of what customers say.
Absolutely huge. The goal isn't just getting reviews, it's getting a steady stream. Aim for something like 4 to 8 new reviews every single month, per location if you have multiple.
Consistency is key.
Yes, and maintain a high rating, 4.5 stars or higher, is ideal. And here's a pro tip. Gently encourage customers to mention the specific service they received in the city, in their own words. Fixed my leaky faucet in Springfield is gold.
Why is freshness so important?
Because consumers think it is. Data shows almost half only look at reviews from the last month. And nearly 70% won't even consider a business under 4.0 stars. It's a massive trust signal.
Wow, 69%. That's a high bar. And what about responding to reviews? Does that help ranking?
Not directly as a ranking factor, no. But it massively boosts conversion and trust. It shows you're engaged, you care, you handle feedback well. Potential customers see that.
So how do you build a system for getting reviews?
Have a smooth workflow. Your tech finishes the job, they share a QR code, or maybe text a link straight to your GBP review form. Simple.
Right there on the spot.
Yeah. Then follow up with an email later that same day, if nothing after, say, 3 days. A single, gentle reminder email, that's usually enough.
And the big no-no.
No incentives, don't offer discounts or anything for a review. It violates FTC guidelines and Google's policies. Keep it ethical.
Good reminder. And who should respond?
Ideally, a manager should respond to all reviews, good and bad, within about 48 hours. And when they respond, try to naturally include service and city keywords like, glad we could help with your water heater issue in Springfield.
Nice. And you mentioned tagging reviews.
Yeah, this is insightful. If you tag reviews in your CRM by the service mentioned, water heater, drain cleaning, etc., you can start to see correlations. Reviews mentioning water heater seem to lead to more calls for that service. It connects feedback to business results.
That is powerful data. Okay, lever 4 feels foundational. NAP consistency and citation coverage. Name, address, phone number.
Foundational is the right word. It's about making sure those 3 core details, name, address, phone, are absolutely identical everywhere online your business is mentioned.
Everywhere. That sounds like a lot.
Well, start with the essentials. Standardize your NAP. First decide exactly how it should look, then fix your core citations. These are just listings or mentions on other sites.
Like where?
Think Apple Business Connect, Bing Places, Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, BBB, Nextdoor, plus key trade directories relevant to plumbers.
Why does this consistency matter so much if citations don't have huge direct ranking weight anymore?
Because inconsistency confuses search engines. If Google sees 3 different addresses or phone numbers for you, it erodes trust. Uniformity builds what we call entity trust. It confirms you're a real, legitimate, stable business.
Okay, entity trust. I like that. So what's the priority list for citations?
Hit the big general ones first. Apple Maps, Bing Places, Yelp, Facebook, Nextdoor, BBB, Yellow Pages. Then focus on trade-specific directories. Angie, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, Porch, Hose, maybe even manufacturer directories if you're certified.
And local ones?
Definitely. Chamber of Commerce, city business directories, neighborhood association sites. Those local signals are really valuable.
What about cleaning up old or wrong listings?
Crucial. Actively find and suppress duplicate listings. Fix any with old addresses or phone numbers. This is often overlooked but can cause real problems. And always make sure you own the logins to these profiles. Don't let a marketing vendor hold them hostage.
Good practical tip. Okay, moving on to the website itself. Lever 5. On-site local relevance, your website as a map pack ally. How does the site help the map pack?
They work together. Your website needs to complement and reinforce what your GBP says.
So.
Build website pages that mirror how people search. Create dedicated pages for each key service, like water heater repair, and create specific pages for each main city or area you serve, like plumber in Springfield.
Service pages and location pages. Got it.
And critically, implement plumber schema markup on your site. Schema is like a special vocabulary you add to your website's code that helps Google understand the content precisely. It's telling Google directly, this page is about plumbing services in this specific area.
Speaking Google's language.
Exactly. And provide local proof on those pages, show your licenses, photos of your actual team, real customer testimonials from that area. It all connects your website back to your GBP and strengthens Google's understanding of your business as a local entity.
You mentioned high converting page templates. What should be on those?
Right, think about what a user needs immediately. Above the fold, the first thing they see needs a big, clear tap-to-call button, your hours, maybe an open now indicator, an emergency service available badge if that applies. Make it easy to act.
Remove friction.
Precisely. Then have a trust block. Embed a reviews widget, maybe even one filtered to show reviews relevant to that specific service or location page.
Oh, clever.
Provide really comprehensive service details. Common problems you solve, parts you typically stock, how long a job usually takes, warranty info, even pricing ranges, if possible, build huge trust.
And local cues?
Weave in mentions of local neighborhoods, specific ZIP codes you serve, maybe nearby landmarks. Mention your after-hours policy clearly. And make sure you have strong internal links connecting your relevant service pages and location pages. It shows Google the relationship.
Okay, website optimized. Now, what about getting validation from other sites? Lever 6, local links, and real-world authority, earning that reputation online.
This is about getting backlinks, links from other websites pointing to yours, but specifically from credible sources relevant to your city and your trade.
So not just any link.
Definitely not. Think quality over quantity, and relevance is key. Links from the local Chamber of Commerce, suppliers you use in town, maybe a local trade school you partner with, a youth sports team you sponsor, or a mention in the local news outlet. These are gold.
How much do these links influence ranking?
The estimates hover around 11% influence, so maybe not as direct as GBP or reviews, but they significantly compound your overall prominence. They help Google see you as an established, respected local player, which can help expand your visibility radius.
It's like digital word of mouth.
That's a great way to put it. Shows others vouch for you.
Any tips for finding these local link opportunities?
You can use advanced Google searches.
Yeah.
Try searching for things like entitle.directory plumber your city or site.gov plumber your city. This can uncover local directories or resource pages you might get listed on.
Smart searching.
Also, look at who's linking to your top competitors. Use SEO tools to analyze their backlinks and prioritize reaching out to the truly local and trade-relevant sites linking to them.
And content can help here too.
Absolutely. Publish case studies or project spotlights on your blog, focusing on work done in specific suburbs. Then pitch those stories to local neighborhood blogs or even local media. It's a great way to earn relevant links naturally.
Okay, building authority through links. Got it. What's the final lever? Number 7.
Lever 7, engagement signals on GBP, staying active, staying visible. This is all about regularly interacting with your profile to show Google and customers that you're active and helpful.
So just setting it up isn't enough.
Nope. Profiles that are actively managed consistently get more clicks and calls. It's a clear signal.
What does active mean in practice?
Commit to posting something weekly on your GBP. Use those UTM-tagged links in your posts, of course. Add, say, 5 to 10 new, real photos every month, your team, your trucks, recent jobs.
Keep it fresh.
Exactly. And proactively use the Q&A section. Seed it with common questions you get asked all the time and provide clear, helpful answers.
Answer the questions before people even ask them.
Right. And enable call history in GBP so you can accurately track calls coming directly from the profile. And don't forget, those attributes we talked about, open now, emergency service, keep them accurate because they directly impact filtered searches.
Any specific tips for using posts or photos to boost conversions?
Use images and captions in your posts that clearly scream emergency service available if you offer it. Pin seasonal posts like winterizing tips or spring AC checks if you do HVAC too.
Timely content.
Yes. And be transparent about pricing where you can. Mentioning diagnostic fees up front, showing financing options or badges, highlighting warranties, it all builds trust and can encourage that call.
Okay, 7 levers covered. That's a lot of action items. But then comes the crucial part, tracking what matters, proving your progress. How do we know if any of this is actually working?
Right, the so what factor. You need a simple, consistent way to measure.
What's the stack?
Weekly geo-grid scans for your top 5-10 keywords. That's non-negotiable for seeing rank changes across your area. Monthly SERP screenshots morning, afternoon, evening to capture what the search results actually look like. UTM tracking on all your GBP links, website appointments, posts, and call tracking, making sure that one canonical phone number is what's displayed on your GBP and tracked.
What are the main KPIs, the key performance indicators to watch?
Focus on the percentage of your geo-grid cells where you rank in the top 3. That's a great visual of your coverage. Track the raw number of calls coming directly from GBP via call history or call tracking, and monitor the click-through rate, CTR, from your GBP listing to your website.
CTR being the percentage of people who see your listing and actually click it.
Exactly. Are people engaging with your profile?
What tools do people use for this? Especially the geo-grids.
There are several good ones.
Yeah.
Local Falcon is popular, uses credits. Bright Local has a local search grid, often part of a larger suite. White Spark has a local rank tracker. Places Scout is another robust option sometimes used by agencies.
And costs. Ballpark.
They vary, but you're typically looking at anywhere from $25 to over $100 per month, depending on how many keywords, locations, and features you need.
You mentioned credits for geo-grids. Any budgeting tips there?
Yeah, plan for them. A simple example, a 10 by 10 grid for 6 keywords at one location, running it 4 times a month. That could easily be 2,400 credits a month. So budget accordingly because that data is vital.
Definitely need to factor that in. Okay, but what if rankings drop, panic sets in? Is there a troubleshooting process?
Yes, absolutely. Don't panic, diagnose. We have a 7-point triage for ranking drops.
Okay, step 1.
Check your GBP first. Any suspensions, policy warnings, edits rejected. That's often the culprit.
Step 2.
Look at who is ranking now. Compare your GBP categories, especially secondary ones, to the new top 3 competitors. Maybe they optimize better for a specific service. Adjust yours if it makes sense.
3.
Review velocity and rating. Did you stop getting reviews? Did your rating dip? Get back to that steady 4 to 8 per month goal quickly. Audit your citations again. Any sneaky duplicates or old NEP info resurfacing that could be confusing Google, clean it up.
5.
Competitor momentum. Are the businesses that overtook you suddenly super active, adding lots of photos, posting weekly? Maybe they got some local PR or links. You need to match or exceed their activity.
6.
Check your historical SRP snapshots. Did local services ads, LSA, suddenly expand or get more aggressive in your area, pushing the map pack down? Are filters like Open Now changing who shows up at different times?
And the last one, 7.
Check your own website. Did a recent update break your service or location pages? Is your schema markup still correct? Sometimes a technical issue on your site can impact your local rankings.
That's a great checklist. You mentioned LSA, local services ads. They often appear right above the map pack. Can you quickly clarify the difference?
Sure. Local services ads, LSA, are the ones usually right at the very top, often with a Google Guaranteed badge. The map pack is below LSA, above the regular organic blue links.
And how they work is different.
Completely.
Yeah.
LSA is pay-per-lead. You pay Google when a qualified customer contacts you through the ad. The map pack ranking is earned through SEO, optimizing your GBP, getting reviews, building content and links. It's an investment in operations, not direct ad spend per lead.
Trust signals.
LSA has the Google Guaranteed badge. MapPack relies on your review score and the overall quality of your profile.
Control.
LSA control is mainly budget, the service types you select, and the regions you target. MapPack control comes from all the levers we discussed: GBP precision, reviews, content, links, engagement.
Do they affect each other?
LSA can sometimes suppress clicks on the map pack, especially during peak demand times, because it's right at the top. But the map pack is still incredibly powerful, especially for those near-me searches or when people use specific filters. They serve slightly different roles.
Okay, that distinction is clear. So we have all these levers, the tracking, the troubleshooting. How do we put it all together in a structured way, a plan?
Yes, a 30, 60, 90-day execution plan. It stages the work for rapid, measurable gains.
Let's hear it. First 30 days, quick wins.
Exactly. Focus on GBP cleanup. Fix name and AP. Choose primary and secondary categories. Max 10 total, but be relevant. Add all your services. Enable key attributes like emergency service, open 24 hours, online estimates if applicable. Implement UTMs on your website and appointment links. Enable messaging only if you have someone ready to respond fast. Launch a review request system, SMS, email, whatever works, aiming for those first 4 to 8 reviews.
Citations too?
Yep, claim and fix the big ones. Apple, Bing, Yelp, BBB, Nextdoor, Angie, Hers. Get those core listings accurate. And crucially, establish that baseline. Run your first 10 by 10 geo-grids for 5-6 keywords. Get those 3-time-a-day SRP snapshots.
Okay, solid foundation in month 1. What about by day 60?
Build momentum. Publish your core service pages on your website. Get at least one location page live for each main city you target. Start posting weekly on your GBP. Upload 5-10 new photos that month.
And check progress.
Rescan your geo-grids. You should start seeing some initial lifts, especially in areas where your newly optimized categories and services match local search intent.
And by 90 days.
Compounding games. Now's the time to kick off that local link building sprint. Reach out to the chamber, suppliers, look at sponsorships, pitch local media. Your review flow should be stable now, hitting 4 to 8 per month per location. Your rating should be solid, 4.5 plus per support. Make sure you have at least one fresh review within the last 30 days.
What's the target result by 90 days?
You should be aiming for a noticeable improvement, maybe a plus 10 to 20 percentage point gain in the number of top 3 cells on your geo-grid across priority ZIP codes. And hopefully more tangible results like more phone calls coming directly from GBP, especially mid-morning on weekdays.
Is there anything for like an urgent lead boost?
There's an optional emergency lead spike sprint. If you genuinely offer 24-hour emergency service, enable open 24 hours, and offers emergency service on GBP, post and pin an emergency plumber available update. Add a banner to your website with a tap the call button and your after-hours policy.
And reviews.
Focus review requests specifically on customers you helped after hours. Encourage them to mention the emergency nature of the service. That language helps surface your profile for urgent searches.
Makes sense. One last area. What about businesses with multiple locations? How do they manage this without tripping over themselves?
Key point. Scaling success without cannibalization. The absolute rule is one unique Google business profile per legitimate physical branch.
Legitimate being key.
Yes. Each profile needs its own unique name, if slightly different, like Plum & Co. Springfield, address, phone number, unique hours, its own photos, and critically, its own dedicated landing page on your main website. Don't just point them all to the homepage.
Unique landing pages for each location.
Essential. And avoid duplicate content across those pages. For managing the data, maintain a structured spreadsheet or database location data model with all the NAP, categories, services, unique URLs, UTMs, hours, photos for each branch.
Stay organized.
You have to. Conduct quarterly audits, check citations, schema markup on each location page, page health, and run geo-grids for each branch's service area. And on your website, use a proper store finder tool, not just a footer stuffed with a long list of city names. Google ignores that stuffing nowadays.
Wow, okay. That was a comprehensive dive. We've really unpacked the power of these 7 levers, haven't we? It shows you really can make a measurable impact on your map pack presence.
Absolutely. It's not magic.
Yeah.
It's a proven playbook based on understanding what Google values for local search.
The big takeaway seems to be focus on precision, consistency, keep engaging, and build that real-world authority honestly. Do that, and you can get trustworthy, repeatable wins.
That's it, exactly. It's about working strategically to be visible right when potential customers need you most.
So, as we wrap up, here's a little something for you, our listener, to chew on. A bit of homework, maybe.
Go on.
Take a look at the top 3 businesses ranking in your main target ZIP code for a high-value service, let's say. Water heater repair. Now, look closely at their secondary Google Business Profile categories. Is there one category they all seem to share for water heaters, but maybe don't share for a different service, like drain cleaning?
Interesting. Looking for those subtle category patterns.
Right. If you spot a difference like that, what if you swapped just one of your secondary categories to match what those top performers are using for that specific service? Log the date you make the change, then maybe 7 days later, rescan your geo-grid just for that service in that ZIP code. What would that little experiment, that piece of evidence, tell you about your next strategic move?
Food for thought indeed. It encourages that testing mindset.
Exactly. We really encourage you to take these insights and start applying them. See what works for your business in your area.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today.